Hey everybody, KC here. So we talk a lot on Morning News Feed about the idea that if you're building a store, one of the things you want to do is you want to lay in the infrastructure now for what most assuredly will be a greater e-commerce business down the road. And now this store was built by Whole Foods before it was acquired by Amazon, but there's something about it that just doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm going to walk over here a little bit and I'm going to show you something. So I'm walking over here and I'm going to show you, this is the place where if you do Prime Now, which I do a lot and just love, so I can order online, and when you pull into one of these spaces, right? One of the spaces there, and what happens is it's great. They pop the trunk, they bring out the food, they dump it in the trunk, close the trunk, it's terrific, right? Very low contact, which is exactly what you want these days. So there is the Whole Foods front door where they come through when they want to give you your food, which is terrific. Here's what doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to walk outside the store, and I'm going to show you pretty much where they're doing all their staging of the products. So I'm walking past the front door. Going here, I might run into some people. I'm going to put my mask on for a second. Just be careful about that kind of stuff. And I'm walking. And this distance I'm walking while I'm on the outside of the store, this is the distance inside that the employees have to walk from the staging area all the way back to where where you pull in for Prime Now. I'm walking, and I'm still walking, and I'm walking, and I'm walking. And it's actually just on the other side of that door, over to the right, which is where the staging area is. And they've done a really nice job. They pulled out the cafe, and they put the staging area in right over here. But it's a perfect example of what you don't want to do, right? You don't want to make it inconvenient for the people working inside. And what really doesn't make any sense to me about this is there's the door, there's another door they could be using, and here's a bunch of parking spaces, right? Here's a bunch of parking spaces that they could be using. There's my Mustang that they could be using for people who are pulling in for Prime Now. You have to figure out the efficiency of this stuff. And again, this store wasn't built with this in mind, but it seems to me that these are the kinds of things that people have to think through going forward. How are we going to make it easy for the customer, but also easy for the employees as they're trying to satisfy a consumer need that is only going to grow going forward. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning, and as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.